Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of the Bad Movie Night Podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we have gone deep into the ocean, into the depths, and watched Humanoids from the Deep.
Anytime you stop, they will find you. Humanoids from the deep.
Anytime you stop,
They will find you.
yeah. Anytime you don't finish hanging up your shelves. Where's all the stuff that goes on those shelves is the real question.
In the garage. That's the whole goal.
Oh my god.
It's all about aesthetics, Chris.
I wanna put the
You can
car
only so many
back in.
things on a shelf.
Chris, you're bringing back pre-show topics to the main
You're right.
show again.
It's balanced back there right now.
What are you
Sure.
doing?
I've
When
fallen.
Dr. Oz wins the Senate.
I have fallen into the.
For God's sakes.
Into the trap.
Okay.
All right, for Christ's sake. All right, I'm sorry, guys. We are back, and I am excited. It is the Christmas time month, and so we watched Humanoids from the Deep, which is a Patreon selection.
Total Christmas movie.
Taylor Ann selected that, and it got included on the Patreon wheel, and we spun the wheel, and the wheel spoke, and it said Humanoids from the Deep from 1980. And you too could get your movie on that Patreon wheel, patreon.com/badmovienightshow. Consider it. But time's coming. You know, the year is coming to an end. And thus, we will be journeying to the land of Silent Night, Deadly Night. And although you may say, hey, guys, you already did Silent Night 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you going to do?
Wait, there's more.
We didn't do the shoddy, illegitimate remake, and that's what we're gonna do. The 2012 Silent Night, no Deadly Night, but I
Chris,
assume
we
there
already
is some
have
kills.
a shoddy, illegitimate remake.
It's
He's
kind
right
of
there
a
between you and
dangerous
Lizzie.
night.
That's true. So that's what we're doing next week, and then on to the year-ending BMNEs, which, by the way, I have started working on those ballots, and I'm planning to get those out very soon. I do need Aaron to put a whole list of the movies onto the Slack.
What do you need? You need a list
Are
of
we going to have a
movies?
red carpet event for this?
We are
one?
going to have a red carpet event, guys.
Sweet. I
LuLaRoe
thought so.
only.
Yes.
Do they make men's LuLaRoe?
Do they have some in my size? Because I'll do
Hope
it.
so.
Are those like those pants that say like pink and shit across your
No.
ass?
They have all the
No.
new
Victoria's
patterns.
Secret.
Okay,
Victoria's
I want
Secret.
pants. I want pants like that just say ass. So it's like, okay, well at least I know what I'm looking at.
This is my butt.
Yeah, ass, and then on the front side, like I don't know, dick or something, PP, one of those. I don't know, big P, P dig, P
Front
big
hole.
D, big front hole.
You should just give one of those like bumper stickers on your ass, like I'd
Sounds
rather
like
be
you're just
golfing or some stupid
Trying
thing
to
like
start
that.
your new brand here, Chris.
All my jeans get a crotch hole. Is that because of the wild hog, or what is that about?
Oh my God!
You might need to see someone about that.
Stop
Really?
scratching so much.
Too much?
Is it all the scratching I do in my
Apparently.
nails? All right, I want somebody. I need some like a doctor. Do we have a doctor out there who listens? I want a
Dr.
professional-
Oz, call in.
I want a professional
You have our vote.
diagnosis of my crotchal.
You just gotta
back.
buy real jeans, not that synthetic
That's what I.
crap.
Yeah, I go to Target and they're like the shittiest
Oh
jeans.
boy.
You gotta get like
Fast
100%
fashion.
data.
I
Target?
made it out of paper.
Like like when they open the back door and they pull out more jeans, I feel like I hear the children crying
Yeah,
as
and
they're making them
It's
right
all
then and there.
plastic. You're just wearing plastic bags.
And I'm like, you guys need to work harder back there. But anyway,
You know how many holes are in my crotch?
seriously.
God damn.
All right, we got there. That's good. I'm
Chris,
satisfied.
you got another clip you could use.
I am satisfied with the banter. I feel like we can move on. Tonight, I am excited because we are talking about Humanoids from the Deep, which is a classic. But AJ, what is Humanoids from the Deep about?
In a small fishing community where evil lies below,
Burr.
attractive naked people start to disappear.
Oh, my top.
Has anybody
Good thing
seen
the
my
biologist
disappearing
knows what's up.
pants?
I'm a scientist.
You're just a dumb scientist.
I'm a scientist.
Are those men in rubber suits?
Yes.
No, they're
growing
from
much
LuLaRoe.
Build me a motherfucking cannery, son.
Humanoids of the deep. I lock
1980.
hands.
Radar for all the sexual assault from swamp monster people, fish people.
Yeah.
It's a questionable movie, but we're gonna unpack all that when we anchor it
Open
away.
the can
Whatever it's
of
called.
tuna.
Opens the can of tuna. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, I wanted to pull a clip.
Salmon.
It's salmon.
Whatever.
Salmon.
It's all the same. They
It's
don't,
dolphins. Safe.
just like chicken nuggets are chicken. Okay, yeah, okay, they are.
Parts is parts.
Hey, yeah, they don't mold, right?
Yeah, you don't know what you're eating in that tuna shit. Like, it's any kind of fish, because you wouldn't be able to tell a
It
fish. away
depends.
from-
If it's from Subway, it's 50% chicken.
0% tuna.
Supposedly.
No, they did like a study, or they did some samples.
Yeah.
I don't
and,
get
it
that
was,
study
like,
because
only
I worked in
partially
Subway in
tuna.
high school and we had a big thing of sun-kissed or star-kissed tuna, and that's how
That's
we
what was
made
on the
tuna.
label. That doesn't mean that's what's in the can.
That's true.
You always
maybe
fall
that
for the labels.
maybe that was a cost-saving measure. They did away with that. They're just throwing whatever was left.
I don't know why there's so many feathers in this tuna.
It says
the same
chicken of the
reason,
sea.
like-
Chicken of the sea.
It's the same reason. Well, they're also like.
They had to pay the settlement for Jared.
That's where all the money went.
Yeah.
But like different subways have different items, which I always thought was funny. Like a lot of subways don't even have Swiss cheese. You know what I mean? Like what's that about? Why can't we have
We're
Swiss cheese in
Subway.
the subway?
We had to change our brand because our guy turned out to be a huge pedophile.
And our footlongs aren't foot long.
That's what
Maybe you
she
should just
said.
consider a new name. Like, consider a new name. Anyways, I digress. We are off. I feel like we got a little sidetracked again, guys.
A
little bit.
Slightly,
Little bit.
little bit.
But
Again,
this is a
we've been doing it a
professional
lot.
podcast. You know, we've been doing this podcast for over 260 some episodes, and
Whoa.
if there's one thing we're good at, we
Professional.
haven't found
Stalling.
it yet. We have not found it yet, but we will get there. So now it's time to move on. Cast our sails into the direction of one Aaron's history hole.
Test our
No.
nets, maybe?
Ahoy there, matey! I see land ahead, and we shall set sea. Here we go.
For Aaron's history hole.
Humanoids from the deep.
From the deep.
The deep.
I don't know why they have those eyes on the poster. They look like owl eyes.
Yeah, what is that?
It's
I don't know.
fish eye.
It's Doug McClure's sexy old man eyes.
Creeping out all the young individuals in this movie.
Yeah, it's just got something. So this movie was released on March 28, 1980 in the United States.
Spiv was like 35 when that movie came out.
Wow,
135.
What'd you say?
135.
Oh, fair,
that's
fair,
right.
fair,
That's
fair.
right.
He's still been working on those shells.
That's when
Cool.
I bought
All right,
the
so
shelves.
some movies released from that month. We have Lady and the Tramp.
Aw.
Never saw
Nice.
it. I know about
Similar
the spaghetti
movie.
incident,
It's
which
cute.
is
Spaghetti Incident.
I don't know.
Spaghetti incident.
It's a little racist, though. It's a little racist. So.
I don't know about
It's
the
Disney.
spaghetti
What do you
thing.
I
expect?
think it's species.
Now in COVID, like I can't show this to my kids. This is awful.
Yeah. Early Disney.
We watched Mulan last night, and it started right away. And Jacob
Be
goes,
your
"Wait, are they in
man."
China?" I said, "Yeah, that's the Great Wall of China." Do they speak English in China? Everybody's speaking English. I'm like, well, welcome to Disney, bud.
Welcome to America.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
We just
the
whitewashed it.
Empire.
Hey, at least they didn't have like fried rice in the movie or something ridiculous to Americanize it. Here's some
gosh.
egg rolls, right? I mean, there's like, oh Jesus, Disney, what are you doing? So permanent vacation.
the
I didn't
hottest
see
man.
the remake. Was it good? The remake of
It didn't need a
Mulan?
remake.
We watched the.
I know.
I didn't
Did you
know
see the
it was
remake?
Didn't
There's-
see
That
it.
was live action.
I've never even
Yeah.
seen Mulan, so I don't even know what's.
Mulan's good. Mulan's
Yeah.
good. I feel like
I've
yeah.
never seen it.
Defiance and the Changeling.
Oh, The Changeling is a great movie.
We
That
need
is
to
a great
watch that
movie.
sometime.
That is
It looks
great.
amazing.
No,
Everyone
it
go
is
watch
not
The
on here.
Changeling.
It is an
It
actual
looks
legit great movie.
so damn good.
Yeah.
It looks so good. So check it out. The Changeling. All right, so about this film, we have a couple of directors here. One that's uncredited and one that is credited. Our first director is Barbara Peeters, who directed probably most of this movie. I think the other guy was brought in to, have scenes
Add
with
boobies.
titties.
To add boobs.
And
What Roger
You know
Corman
what this
wants,
scene
Roger
needs?
Corman gets.
this movie needs titties and terror. I know just the guy.
Look,
Now,
Roger
can we
Corman.
have the sea creatures rape some people?
It's probably like
Roger Corman is a businessman, okay?
Yes.
Yeah,
And he knows
He
that,
knows what the audience
that
wants.
kills and nudity sell.
yes. We're not trying to make Jaws here.
Well, Chris,
No.
you better start taking
not
it
at
off.
all. Not at all.
Yeah.
Can you make it more slimy?
I want to feel really
We should-
dirty when I watch this film.
Yeah. We need more slime for sure.
Did you mean slime or sleaze? All right, so this director, Barbara Peters, had 17 director credits for things like The Dark
you
Side
just
of
say?
Tomorrow.
Use your
And
hand
bury
and
me-
what?
I said they go hand in hand.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about making your own slime, and then you said something real dirty. All right, never mind.
It was kind
I'm
of
sorry.
dirty, but it wasn't
Nope,
that
that's
dirty.
just your mind.
That's what I thought about. One track mind.
You and Roger Corman.
These history holes, though, man. These things.
Oh my God, for
fucking
Christ's sake.
forever.
All right, so she directed 17 films. One was called Bury Me an Angel, but one called The Dark Side of Tomorrow sounds kind of interesting.
That is a cool name.
Okay, while their husbands are away on a hunting trip, two bored housewives get together to commiserate.
Yeah.
One thing leads to another, and they wind up in bed. For one of the women, the incident was just a pleasant diversion. But for the other, it's turned into a fixation. And when she sees her lover going after one of the male neighborhood hunks, things take a turn for the worse.
Neighborhood hung. Sign me up. Check that mark.
That sounds like a legit movie.
It sounds
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Most legit movies have neighborhood hunks.
Of
They
course.
have to.
Of course, yes. All right, and then our co-director was Jimmy T. Murakami, who has 27 credits for things like
Murakami.
Breath, Battle Beyond the Stars, and Heavy Metal.
Nice.
Heavy
Breath.
Metal, the original from like 1980.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But Breath is an interesting one. It's 3 minutes and 59 seconds of a bunch of things breathing real nice and good.
That would give me a panic attack. I don't like nice and good breathing. Yeah, see, I don't like it. Spiff. God damn it. Stressing me out. Now I don't
Calming us
remember
too
how to
much.
breathe. You ever worry about that? You guys ever been laying in bed one night and you're like, do I know how to breathe?
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Oh,
Your brain
that's
stem-
It's like,
That's
yeah.
what your brainstem's for. It does
It's a
all that shit
psychological game is what
without
that
you
is.
thinking about it.
Yeah, well, what if
Yes.
mine breaks, Aaron?
Well, then you're fucked.
See, I don't want to be fucked. Well, that's not true. I take it back. Let's
You heard it here, folks.
let's workshop that. We'll workshop that.
All right, so writers for this film. We have Frank Arnold, who has 2 credits for this movie and The Macomber Affair. Martin B. Cohen for The Rebel Rousers and the remake of this film from 1996.
Nice.
And then William Martin with 2 credits for this and American Experience. Our music was by James Horner,
Yep.
who did music for things like Avatar, Titanic, The Mask of Zorro, and An American Tale.
But is he doing Avatar 2 through 12?
I don't think they need him. They just reuse the
gotta lock
music
in
over
for
and over
that.
again.
You gotta
Good
lock
money.
Horner up for the next 15
Yeah.
years. We need
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
He just like
We need the
he just
Horner.
loops the melody. If I change
Oh,
this
Horner,
note.
that's Jurassic Park, goddammit.
It's all
is
Jurassic
it
Park,
still
you
alive?
fools.
It's all been Jurassic Park.
It's just the tempo.
Yeah. Oh, he's dead, according
Yeah.
to
Oh
That sucks.
shit. That's the
Way to
Good
ruin
job,
the whole
Chris.
thing.
Yeah.
Sean. I
Bring
guess
it
he's
on.
not
Jeez.
doing Avatar
Doomer
27.
up in here.
Sean's a
Jesus.
doomer. Sean, go pee. Sean,
Pressing
pee
it.
in something. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! All right, and our cinematographer was Daniel LaCambra, who did things like Six Pack Annie, Terminal Island, and Battle Beyond the Stars. We do have some movies to check out this week. We have a movie to check out. It's called Bury Me an Angel.
Oh, that looks
Okay,
cool.
I'm gonna get my gun and bury me an angel. It's a
Dixie
19
T-Body.
In color.
This
Isn't
looks
that like a
pretty cool.
Lacuna Coil song or something? Angel,
Probably.
right?
It's like da 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 da.
What?
That's not
Sing it,
Lacuna
AJ.
Coil. Oh.
That's every
Okay.
Lacuna Coil song.
No, it's not. I'm not. Send me an angel. Who's that by? Send me an angel.
All right, so this
That's
film,
an 80s band.
the film that we're talking about is from
Angel, that's like,
1971.
Yes, that's an 80s
Train
band.
or something. Isn't it?
I think Lacuna Coil did a cover of it. Nobody's listening to you, Aaron. He's over there. He's so sad. I'm so sorry.
His window keeps getting smaller.
No.
So
We'll make it
sad.
big, Aaron. I can make it big for you.
There we go.
That's weird.
And
That's
it's
a cool
like
poster,
Chris.
It is a cool poster.
I like
All
that
right.
name, Dixie Peabody. That's a
Sure,
good
that's her
name.
real name too.
That's good. That's a
Right?
good name.
Yeah.
Solid name.
Don't give Sean any ideas, all right? All right, so this is from 1971. Tautly directed biker film told from the woman's point of view. The heroine sets out on the road to avenge her brother's murder, toting a shotgun and meaning business.
Toting a
Nice.
shotgun.
Yes,
I
that's
mean,
kind
I'm
of
here for it. Let's
I'm all for
watch it.
tautly directed things.
I'm all about motorcycle movies.
Spiv likes his
taut are we
taut
talking?
bikers. All right. We have the Humanoids from the Deep remake from 1996. We've been told this is terrible, but we should check it out anyways.
It's a TV movie, I think.
Yes.
It's got
No,
Robert
that's
Carradine.
terrible.
It can't be
You
that
gotta
bad.
watch
It's got Clint Howard.
It's got Clint
Look at that
motherfucking
poster.
Howard. He's right there at the bottom left. I see him.
He plays the fish.
Oh,
Probably does.
Like, we don't need any prosthetics. We got Clint Howard on this.
but Chris, speaking of Clint
Walk in the
Howard,
water. He's
Just
ready
paint
to
him
go.
green.
Clint Howard can't even swim. It's perfect.
you want a Clint Howard? You got Clint Howard. This is Evil Speak from 1981. An outcast military cadet taps into a way to summon demons and cast spells on his tormentors through his computer, starring Clint
Look at that
Howard.
artwork.
Dude, he is
Nice.
tapping that
Look
shit
at the
in that
artwork on
artwork.
that
That's
shit.
some
That's
badass
amazing.
fucking
Yeah,
artwork.
that looks really cool. We should add that to the wheel.
It's great.
Where's his other band?
Commanding the,
He's tapping things out.
He's got a plug in that power strip. Yeah.
Evil Speak is great. There we go. It's got to go on the wheel. And that's all I have for this
That was
week's
great, man.
It only
history
took 15 minutes.
hole.
Aaron, beautiful.
Oh,
ball.
God, I'm frozen.
Oh my
I thought that
god.
was intentional.
Oh Jesus H.
There you
Christ.
are. There
It's
you
like,
are.
oh, we finally done it. We finally done it.
Steadily beefcake.
Stuck in the void.
What?
All right, that was
One
a
too
fun
many
little.
history holes.
That was a fun little thing we just did there.
There
It was
you
a little-
are.
There you are.
That was good. There's only 3/4 of you. You work on gathering the rest of yourself while we move on and do the history hole.
Nope.
I mean, the
The
rabbit
rabbit hole.
hole.
The rabbit
There we
hole.
go. There we go.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge with more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day meth bender. Here's your host, Lindsay Washburn. Whoa, that's way cooler.
I know this.
Oh, that's some fan
That
art,
is
That is a bitchin'
such a
poster.
cool poster. But this is our movie tonight, Humanoids from the Deep, starring Mr. Doug McClure. And,
Doug McClure.
no, seriously, he's half the inspiration for The Simpsons, Troy McClure.
He has
Him
to
and
be.
Troy
Great.
Donahue. And you may remember Doug McClure from such films or TV shows as The Virginian.
Nope.
Nope, but don't.
9 DVD set.
And he was also in the TV show called Out of This World,
Wow, look at
Never
that
heard of it.
font.
right? It ran from
What is
1987
that?
to 1991.
It's vaguely familiar.
I
was
have
barely
the
alive.
trailer for the intro to the show, but you guys won't be able
Well,
to hear it.
We can make it up.
It's out of this world.
Out of this world.
Out of this world.
Space.
On the moon. Out of this world.
And I don't know what network this played on.
It's out of this world.
Meet George Jetson. Oh wait, sorry, shit.
Bop, get it, bop.
Somebody play the Hummer Cube.
Well, we are
this is
humans.
pretty
Mark.
badass.
Now show clips of a sitcom.
This looks awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
And the
Eternity.
basic
baby.
story is she gets knocked up by an alien and has a kid.
Come and knock on my door. Got a spaceship for you.
Starring
Donna
Donna
Pesco.
Pesco.
I would watch this. Not really. This looks
Wow.
Joe
This is like-
Lasky.
The original 30 Rock, basically.
Man, I love those.
What?
Those fucking like 90s,
Troy as himself.
90s like
Oh
sitcom
no, there's a
intros
ladder
are
in
always
front of
so
the...
great.
Oh, she's an alien.
What is-
she can
what
stop
is
time.
This is the worst we've
If I
ever
could
done.
turn back time.
Well, I just had to show it because you saw the little glowing thing was Troy as himself.
Yeah.
Who's
That part
Troy?
you did get. Well,
So he
Troy
does the voice.
is actually voiced by Burt Reynolds.
Oh.
What?
What?
Look at Bert.
Look
I
at
don't know
Bert.
why he's doing a voice of a cube on this TV show, but he's also been in some pretty other spectacularly awful things, like Apple of My Eye, about
Oh.
this girl who goes
Did he play
blind
the
after
horse?
she falls off a horse,
Jesus.
and she
Off
gets
a
to see
mini
eye
horse?
horse.
Wait, she fell off that horse? Oh,
She tripped over it.
Oh my god.
And then there's category 5 with him and C. Thomas Howell.
Oh my god, you gotta watch
Now
that.
that
Why don't we have that?
they
that on the
photoshopped
wheel.
his head onto a 25-year-old's body. That's
Oh
amazing.
my god, that looks amazing.
It looks amazing. And then
That's
there's
amazing.
Universal Soldier 2 Brothers in Arms, and Jeff Wincott and Gary Busey are also in it.
Wow.
Lindsay, have you
on the
seen it?
list.
No, I haven't, because there's like the Universal Soldier franchise like split off into two things, where there's this one and then there's the ones that Jean-Claude Van Damme was also in. So there's like 2 Universal Soldier 2s.
It doesn't sound like they're very universal. I mean,
No.
what the fuck?
The first Universal Soldier that brought back Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme, I think, is pretty good.
Yes, it's not bad. But he was, and Burt Reynolds and Jeff Wincott are also in the third one.
Oh, Burt doesn't play one of the soldiers? Lame.
No, he's like the guy running it, the bad guy running it.
All right, we
So-
should watch. Universal Soldier.
We should just do all of them.
Right? No, we need to check those out because
Universal
I
Timber.
watched the trailers and
Pretty good.
they're interesting. To say
Oh,
the
that
least,
doesn't sound good
so.
at all.
So that was a good rabbit hole. I feel like it got a little weird, but that's okay.
Little
I think you're making it weird.
Am
Yeah.
I making
Yeah.
it weird? Oh, this
Yeah.
is making
If you
it
could have
wasn't
heard the
weird.
theme song for that TV show, I think you would have liked it. I think you
All
would
right.
have enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So.
you guys would have liked it. So no judging.
We played it for you.
That's true.
Yeah, we sang it word for word.
Yeah.
All
It
right,
was great.
time to move on. Talk about humanoids from the deep. Here we go. Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow. We're back. Spiv, what did you think of the humanoids from the deep?
I thought it was fun, campy, a little sexual assaulty, but I learned that the second director who did all those scenes, you know what other movie he did?
Perverts in Paradise.
Our favorite rapey movie, Deathstalker.
But
that all
Deathstalker 2
makes
is
sense.
where it's at, and that's not nearly as rapey.
No,
Yeah.
no, but
First one
but
was
you know,
pretty rapey.
I like this one. It just it was a little too rapey, but if you can get past that, it's a fun creature movie. So I don't know. It was,
If you can
Just
get
push
past
that-
the rape,
Push
Just
the
like,
rape to the side. And
it was the 80s.
All right, that's fair, I guess. Lindsay, what'd you think?
it was really fun to watch, and it's obviously like a Jaws ripoff, and Jaws is my favorite movie, so it was fun to see the little nods here and there, and also the fact that people like Doug McClure and the woman who plays the scientist and stuff thought they were in a completely different kind of movie and didn't realize all these other scenes were going to be added. So watching it with that knowledge in mind is very entertaining.
Big fan. AJ.
Yeah, this was a fun movie. I liked the silliness and campiness aspect, especially with the monster. Like it's definitely like it's like a throwback to like the 1950s like monster movies. That's what I like about
for
it.
sure.
And they just like let it rip. And when it gets to the end, it's awesome. Like it's so much fun and ridiculous and absurd in that way. And I do agree, like there was a lot of like the way they handled some of those scenes with the nudity and the content. But I felt like with the absurdity of the whole scenario, I felt more, I didn't feel as bad watching that because it's just such an absurd movie. Like it's silly. Like it's just silliness. So I didn't feel as guilty. You know what I mean? I'm a horrible person.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
What was this you were like?
He's in pain.
He was
Okay.
remembering the boobs.
He's like... It's weird. Anyway.
Movie's very firm movie.
Your words, not mine.
Rebecca, what'd you think?
I liked it. I agree with you, AJ, and because it was like the silliness, and I think because it was like the creature doing a lot of the assault, it wasn't quite as rough as far as watching, because it's like it was more make believe. It was more
Sure. Yeah.
not
Absurdities.
yeah. I did not appreciate all the dogs dying.
Right.
Could have done
Very
without that.
gory, too, yeah.
And like just constant dog death.
Here's a dead dog. And here's a dead dog.
Look at him all! But yeah, I thought it was pretty fun.
Aaron.
Minus the dog death.
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much everybody's already covered it, but this definitely feels like two movies kind of shoehorned together. I mean, we have this seemingly real movie that's going to be some sort of ecological thriller, right? We're anticipating courtroom scenes and back alley beatings and all sorts of stuff. Right, like, yeah, exactly. And I thought, oh, this is actually pretty cool, and it felt like a real movie.
Beatings.
But then somebody came along with a shoehorn and shoehorned in the 50s monster and the boobies.
And then Roger Corman came out.
Roger Corman.
Herbie Uncle Corman.
It feels very disjointed at times. I think it could have been a much better movie, but it also is a lot of fun, I think, because of the camp. So I enjoyed it. It wasn't boring in the slightest.
No.
It's a B movie version of Jaws if the shark was a sexual deviant and wanted to rape everyone. I think that's literally what it is, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
It just wants to procreate. It's got to
Well,
spread that
salmon,
seed.
they, swim.
Got to spawn.
I'm not here to judge. I'm
No,
I'm
let her
just
keep
saying-
going. She said like
Doing
4
great.
different things now. Keep going. What else you got?
I thought, yeah, I'm with everyone. It's kind of fun. It's silly. It's a really silly movie. I got the throwbacky vibes, like you were saying, AJ. But then with the really gory stuff on top,
Yeah.
which was
The
a little
gore was
unexpected.
good. The
Yeah.
gore was
Sometimes it was
nice.
like shockingly good.
The guy who had his
That
face
dog.
ripped off.
Oh,
yeah,
that was
that was
awesome.
crazy.
I like, and this,
Yeah.
Yep.
Or like the chest
Yeah.
ripped open, and you see like his like.
All the ribs and stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
that stuff
Good
was
job.
awesome.
Yeah. And
There
that,
is
the dog
definitely-
and the seaweed, too. I mean, that was...
The dog and the seaweed.
Jeez.
There's
That looked
definitely
really
just a
good.
level of exploitation though that does make it a little uncomfortable, and it's not even like that the fish are raping everybody up in here, because they kind of try and explain that in the story in a really stupid way.
Yeah.
But it's like lots of like lingering shots of like
The tent
the
scene
slow
with the
pan.
ventriloquist dummy was a
That
bit
Yeah,
much.
it's
was
like all shit.
bizarre.
Yeah, we gotta
It
talk
was just
about
like,
that
oh, I
too.
hope I don't get
Yeah.
splinters.
which again, like,
Don't worry, I've been sanding.
Dude.
if this
yeah.
was like if the whole movie was that, I'd be like, all right, cool, that's just the kind of movie it is or whatever, take it or leave it. But it's the fact that it's mixed in with like this
Right?
more
Like-
serious,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
thematic
Aaron
stuff.
Brockovich or something
It's a-
like.
They're
They're trying to
ecological
take our
movie, and then-
land.
Yeah.
Native American
Yeah,
exploitation.
because you have like
Yeah.
the scientist lady and the work she's doing, and they need to open the cannery, and that goes in with what she's doing. But then it's on native land, and there's racism undertones with that guy who's the Robert Shaw character, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's just, and that's Vic Morrow.
Where do we know him from?
Um,
Because he looks super familiar.
he was killed during the shooting of the Twilight Zone movie.
Oh, really?
During
Yeah,
the
you guys
airplane
haven't
one?
heard that
Was
story?
it the airplane
Yeah.
one? Or
No,
what?
and I got really nervous because towards the end he's in the water trying to save two children, and I'm like, oh god. No, he was shooting a scene in for the Twilight Zone movie because his character like gets sent back to different time periods where he's the minority and he's trying to save these two Vietnamese children, and instead of using stunt doubles, they use the actual actors, and they're running through the water, and there's explosions, and there's a helicopter overhead, and the helicopter ended up crashing and killing the children
right. And
and,
the- and the-
decapitating him, and it was just really, really bad. And this was just 2 years before
And
that.
this guy who did American Werewolf in London, right?
Yes.
What's his face?
yeah.
Not Max Landis. John Landis.
John
right?
Landis, yeah.
Yeah. I have heard that
Yeah,
before.
this was
I didn't
this
realize
was
it
like
this
his
guy.
final film before Twilight Zone movie.
Head was still on. Still
True.
good to go in this one.
Still good to go.
A little confused about his character arc and stuff, and we can get into that. You also have what I thought was Patricia Croquette, but no, it's just some other lady. She just kind of really looks like her.
It did look
yeah.
like her a bit, yeah.
We get a long shot of them walking on the beach looking for a
wonder
place.
Spiff.
I know why.
As you do
Aaron. I
on a
know.
remote beach, right?
Spiff. Art is art, okay? And just because you
My
don't
question-
understand it all. What's
What
up?
season did this take place during? Because you've got those people swimming, and then the next scene they've got like puffer vests
was-
and
It was like Oregon
Yeah.
or something, you
It's
know?
like Maine.
Look, it makes sense, okay? Do you really want to see whatever these people... Actually, this guy's not that bad looking, but the other guy... Like, you want to see those guys in bikinis? Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
You
Nobody
want to
wants
see
that.
the real fisherman, Chris. You want to see it all.
See, Roger Corman's like, we need nudity. And then they got, what's his face? Troy McClure. That's not his actual name, but
Doug.
Doug McClure in like a Speedo. And Corman
Never
was
mind.
like, no, not like this.
No.
Yeah, that whole dramatic storyline with the Native Americans and stuff, I thought it was going to go somewhere, and then it never really does, which was disappointing. Because by the end, and I'm spoiling the end already, but that guy who gets his head decapitated in the Twilight Zone, I don't remember what his name is.
Vic Morrow.
Vic Morrow. Becomes like a hero, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
yeah, saving all the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then,
the Native
then there's
American
that
guy
connect.
has to rescue him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so there's
so-
that resolution there, but it's a pretty shitty arc.
I couldn't tell from the
Into that
beginning
whole
if his
story.
desire for the canning company was to actually truly help the town because the town is kind of
Yeah. It was
dwindling,
had
or if it's
financial
because
interests
he's
in
trying to get
Yeah.
rich out of it, or what the deal was. And then
Yeah.
when you bring up the ending, it's like, well, maybe he was trying to look out for the town. He just happens to be a shitty racist too.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people aren't singular,
That's true.
simple, one-dimensional
Right.
characters all the time.
No.
true.
He truly
And it
could have
is a
meant
small
well
fishing
for the town.
community.
He's
I like
taking
he
care of
keeps
his
beer
guys.
can in a coffee cup.
That
Right?
looked like a
Yeah, I like
measuring
that too.
cup with the. Yeah, I was like, what are you doing here?
I mean, I'm gonna do that. That's a
I
good
know,
idea.
me
It gives
too.
you a nice
It's a
handle.
fisherman move, right?
Okay, so I don't know if this makes me a bad person per se, but when I was watching this movie and like this scene came on, I was like, this is my version of hell. Like these people, this is what hell looks like, hanging out
Yeah.
with people like this.
That
That
is
was
like
for children.
classic mayor and mayor's
It's just
wife.
awful. Like everything about this
Yeah.
culture is the worst. Like I hate everything about this.
I was so
That's
confused
town
about what was
dance.
playing the piano. I thought it was one of the creatures at first. And
Oh, 'cause she's got that green dress on.
yeah.
And it's so like if you're
That
just
would be a
listening,
twist.
it's just
That
like
was
this
awesome.
like
How
How do you describe those people? Like, what is that?
It looked like
Small
my
town. Like a
grandparents'
Small town.
50th wedding anniversary party.
Small
To
town
be
folk.
honest,
small town
Folk.
Get the
folk
local
that are
band playing.
Dude, but
or
honestly, up
incredibly
until the
boring.
music played,
Yeah.
I was kind of into it because I'm like, you know what? I kind of like the idea of
they were
just
having a good old time
Simple
And
until
it's
living.
realistic. It's
what's
some
his
of
face
that.
came in with his dead
lived in
dog.
a
Hate it.
fishing town their whole life. you know?
Hate it. If I end up like
Yeah.
that, no. Fishman,
Small-
eat me.
small
Like
community.
I need something. That was awful.
Okay. I think we're tapping into some feelings here, Chris.
I know.
Yeah. yeah.
It really bothered. It really bothered me. I was like,
Yeah,
no,
are you afraid of
no,
ending
I'm
up
not
like
going out
that?
like
Is that the
I
problem?
am a very like I don't want to look like Troy McClure.
You
Doug
look good in
McClure,
that dress,
right there.
Chris.
And he's only like 42 in this movie.
Are you serious? That's how
I
old he
have
is?
no idea. I have no idea.
Well, he had like
Jesus.
a 3-year-old
The
kid.
drugs hard, didn't it?
I
Wait,
wouldn't
how
be
old is he?
surprised. I gotta look now.
Doug
That's what I'm
McClure.
looking.
They were the worst parents.
He was
too.
born in 35.
1935.
So he was about 50.
Yeah, who's watching the
He
baby
no,
while
so
they
he
go
was
to
like
the
45.
He was 45.
Yeah, he was
He was
45.
Aaron, that's like you. You're Doug McClure.
I'm not 45. I'm 40.
Oh
Aaron,
my god.
Aaron, do you wear clothes like this? If not, you need to get them. This is
I
you.
kind of want to be honest. Like that's
my God.
that
He
jacket's
pretty
pretty,
comfy.
sweet.
You don't
Yeah.
have to
Belt
travel very
buckle.
far. Aaron.
actually. I think
Just
I
go
have a
west
jacket
a
like that in the
couple hours and
basement.
you'll be
It just doesn't
set.
fit anymore.
I will
Well, of
admit,
course.
I like the fact that he's like just generally overweight, and that's just cool.
Yeah.
Like he's still the cool leading man, even though he's kind of like chunky and stuff. I'm like,
All
okay,
right, I got this.
I'm on board for that. Give me sign me up for that. But otherwise, I was like, no, not really working. But they're the
I liked
worst
him though.
parents.
He's got character.
Does he? He's got moxie.
Little bit.
He's
He's
working
got a
for
little
you?
mud moxie.
He's got
a
some spunk.
He's got a voice that
Yeah, and he backs the Native American.
Yeah,
culture,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
nice, you know.
Well, any man would.
What do you think
Right.
of this brawl? This like
I think
small
it's
town brawl.
intense.
And then the sheriff's like, okay, that's enough.
Right?
This is
You
just
know
like
those
a
bullets
Saturday
are
night
coming
in
down
town.
onto somebody. You can't just fire up into the air like that.
I've never been in a brawl like that. Have you?
No.
All the time.
not with that many
I
people.
have seen brawls, but I've never been in a brawl. No, that's not true. That's not true, actually.
I 100% believe
I'm
that statement.
surprised.
I 100% believe that statement.
That's not true, actually. I have been in a fight before.
You've been in a fight like that?
But like a brawl? or
Not
just
like that level. Not
Wait,
like,
are we saying
Wait,
brawl or
No,
brawl?
actually, I did.
Yeah,
I
we
was
need
in a
to
fight like that.
enunciate the
I was the
L.
guy
Been
being
in
beaten
a
on the
brawl.
ground.
Brawl.
AJ, were you walking down an alley and you just heard do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do? And then Beat It comes on? Well, that was Beat It. And then you just started unleashing?
Except
Like,
for
what
just some
happened?
homeless guy on the corner.
I was just walking to Rite Aid.
Oh, was this when you got beat up by all the kids?
Yeah, I got jumped by like.
No,
8
that
kids
doesn't
and they
count. You
beat
got
me up.
jumped. That doesn't
By kids?
count.
Like, what were they, like 8 years old?
That's what
No,
happened
like
here. The guy got
18,
jumped.
19.
They're not kids. Those are men, and they beat
Yeah,
you
they're
because they're
men.
assholes.
I'd call them kids, but
I've seen a brawl like that. I saw a guy get a beer bottle smashed in his face. He was
Yeah.
like 2 feet
man.
from
They don't
me.
break like
It
they
was
do in
nuts.
movies.
No, it was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Just broken
Yeah.
glass and blood.
What happened?
and it was
cool band
fast,
name.
wasn't it? It was like very quick.
I
and
got the
quick,
fuck
yeah.
out of there. I didn't care what happened. I left.
And I'm waiting around to see.
I'm not
the
waiting
end.
around to see who the winner was.
Do it again!
Ooh, get him now.
Right? But no, everyone in the town and at the party is just standing there watching it happen. Watching them
Yeah,
beat this
that's what
poor
happens. though.
defenseless
Everyone
guy.
just stops and
Yeah.
watches. That's what people do in this situation, especially if they've been
Well, you're
drinking.
shocked.
Well, nowadays, you
Yeah.
pull your phone out and you start
That's
Right.
true.
That's true.
You film it?
Twittering
Yeah.
it.
Put that on the TikTok.
I do like his all denim outfit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're
pretty
gonna go
good
down,
stuff.
go hard. You know.
If you're gonna go down and
they
go
say.
hard, that is what they say, AJ, and I'm with you on that. That whole dog murdering stuff
Yeah.
again,
That was crazy.
really dark. I wasn't super on board for it because it was kind of sad. I was like, look at that fucking dog prop.
That's
Right?
like a
Dog
common
didn't
trope,
do
though.
anything.
You think about like The Thing and like other movies where they use the
Yes.
animals as like the starting point. You know.
Yeah, the Thing does that for sure.
Or Alien 3, right?
Yeah,
kind of.
Alien 3. But again, like, why do all that if it's not going to ever like? The problem is the seeds are all planted for this dramatic storyline that never ever reveals itself by the
Yeah,
end.
like, but they make up for it with a crazy fucking ending. That's,
Well,
that's
I think they,
Sure,
they
that's true,
thought that they were tying it all up. It's like this town has so many problems and people are against each other, but they can come together against a common enemy, which is the fish people,
The murder, the
and
savage.
beat them to
people.
death at a carnival.
they can unite against the fish people.
In
The
our league,
salmon fest.
our lead family, Doug McClure, who's 45 playing a 65-year-old man who has a baby. They have a baby who they just
Yeah.
constantly, like, you see it once, and then it's, like, never with them, and I'm like, where is the baby at?
But my favorite is when they
the
take
room.
it to the site of the massacre and walk
Yeah.
it around. The
Oh, look at that.
Soak
This is
it
where
in,
your
boy.
grandpa died.
Look at all the carnage.
There's the mailman.
This
Now,
is life.
son,
That's what's
Get used
left
to
of your
it.
middle
when
school.
the fish people attack,
Elementary
you'll
teacher.
know what to do.
Right. Oh, yeah, good call.
We should
Can
talk
we
about.
talk about his Jeep and how
No.
ugly it is?
Bronco?
What's wrong with
His
the
Jeep?
Jeep?
Was
I
it a
didn't even notice.
Bronco?
The
Oh,
Woody.
Wasn't it a Bronco?
It was super ugly.
Like a soft top.
You guys
I
didn't
can't even
notice
picture
that?
it.
had,
It looked like a chop
decals
top,
down the
but
side.
with like a...
I think I'm shocked we haven't talked about. The
There it
crazy-
Oh, shit, that is some ugly-ass Jeeps, man.
Oh, that's not
Holy
too bad.
The fake wood paneling
wood
stuff on the
paneling.
side, that's awful. Can you imagine?
got
Okay,
racing
AJ,
stripes.
you,
Very
you
80s.
you glossed over it. Like, I get it. Like, you buy a house and it's got wood paneling. Like, you are forced to
Oh.
live with the wood paneling. Like, I would probably paint it, but wood paneling
Yeah,
is some of the
you
worst.
can hide it. It's better just to rip it out and do something nicer.
But imagine making the choice where you're like, I want the Bronco with the wood paneling. Like, what kind of person does
And not be
that?
ironic about it, you mean? By
Yeah,
like
exactly.
really wanting it?
I think a lot of people do because they don't have taste, Chris.
It was
This
the
wasn't
dawn
even-
of the 80s, and he's a 45-year-old, 68-year-old man.
Yeah.
That's a taste,
Dude, I
there's
just
still
saw.
someone
Living
driving
in a
around in that
small
Bronco.
town.
right?
I saw like
Done.
Instagram Demi Moore photos today, and she's like 60, and she looks better than I ever did. What happened? What's going on?
She moisturizes.
She
Don't
visits-
And
Well,
plastic
goes to Dr.
surgery.
Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say? She baptizes
Filler.
Spiff?
She sees Dr. Oz.
Ah,
Well, now she can get her political advice from him as well.
so the whole conflict here ends up being fishmen, I believe is what they're preferred to be called.
It's a
Salmon.
fisherman dairy.
Salmon. Well,
Whereas
we'll
the
get
DJ
into the
says salmon.
we'll
Yeah.
get into the
Yeah.
science behind it, Spiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they are rising around and begin attacking people, and not just attacking people,
Look at that brain on that thing.
but they are raping everyone.
Everybody.
Well,
As
I
you do.
mean,
I don't-
Female.
you don't really know that at first. Like, I thought it was just like a weird.
No, at first, not at
thing.
first, because he's
Yeah.
murdering
Pretty
kids.
And I was
you
like,
know
wait,
at
what's
first.
happening here? Because, yeah,
Well-
man, that opening scene was.
Well, they
fantastic,
make
by
it
the
pretty
way.
clear though, AJ, because at some point these fish people are like they're just going right for the tops. They just start ripping off tops left and
Well,
right. Bam,
Yeah,
bam.
there they are. Well,
Mm-hmm.
it's that type of movie, Chris.
It is that type of movie, and
Yeah.
that is not the only like scene like that.
No, there's a bunch of
What,
them.
with
yeah.
boobs?
There's like
Yeah.
3 scenes.
No, where it's like specific like ripping off
tops
tops
off
Clothes
and
ripping
stuff.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Let's
so,
just- if you
Is
got
the
your
fish man
fish,
gonna
you-
go
but-
for that?
but that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's like okay.
They prefer
That's-
gills.
That's cross species. That's like me being like, oh, I'm really into gills and
Yeah.
whatever those flounder things are called.
Hey man, there's people that love
Flippers.
love
What are they
That's
called?
the
Whatever
storyline.
those
Inanimate
fucking
objects.
Well, and
things are
also, okay, so they describe how these things got created. They were trying this DNA-5 thing
Yes.
to make
Some
salmon
nice
grow
filler.
faster and bigger and more meaty.
Just like
And
those
they
frogs.
escaped.
Dino
and
DNA.
they escaped and got eaten. I think she says by coelacanths, which is
Yeah.
the prehistoric fish, and then that mutated into these things.
That's cool.
So they took the
Yeah.
chicken nuggets and
Well,
turned it. And
but
the fish
aren't
ate
there
them.
female ones?
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. Why do they have to mate with a female?
Fish don't have
humans.
boobs, guys. Fish
That's
don't have
true.
boobs.
Sean
Because
says
Roger
there's
Corman
salmon
put
in
this thing
everything.
together.
This is and this
Yes,
is
sir, yeah.
this is the explanation of why. Here it is in the movie. This is the only bit you get. Fuck, I forgot audio.
There's no
Damn,
sound.
God damn it.
All right, well, I don't
We
remember.
have no
No,
idea.
It don't matter. God damn it. That was disappointing.
Great explanation. Yes.
It was essentially just like they want
They
to
grow them faster.
they want to grow faster and they want to evolve.
Take that
faster.
next step in evolution.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And then they showed some footage of some frogs getting frisky.
It's my
true.
favorite kind of footage.
What did everyone think of like the silly moments? Like made the scene where she's running naked on the beach and then the guy's right in front of her and just like, you know,
Yeah.
He's like,
obviously.
ah!
Like
Yeah.
this scene, I don't know what happened to the
Yes.
footage in that scene. It was awful looking.
It was nighttime, yeah. She didn't want to run around naked in the day.
Well, but even before that, like that whole setup for that scene of
In the
this
tent?
of these two teens getting murdered by the fisherman.
And the ventriloquist.
the
I don't know why.
ventriloquist?
So-
why the
Ventriloquist
ventriloquist
dummy.
dummy?
Yeah, I
So
didn't
let's
understand.
let's
that
set
hot?
that up. Let's set that up.
What's
Is
it called?
Is it a threesome then?
Agomatophilia, right? The attraction to like dolls and
I don't know. You just kind of pulled that out really quickly, like you were very
Yeah.
familiar with
You
it.
see
Sounds
that?
like
Off the top of
Diego.
your head.
I did
See
some
AJ,
research for this
AJ,
episode.
AJ, in the right side of your frame, it looks like I'm seeing some dolls there. What's that about?
Yeah. Is this a term your therapist
I
used,
don't know what you're
AJ?
talking about, Chris.
Yeah. What the hell is this scene?
Dude,
I don't
like,
know, but
if he's getting laid by doing that,
This was
I'm getting
the
to
whole
myself a
system's
doll.
broke.
Yeah.
The
Why did
whole
I know about this
system's
in high
broke.
school?
You saw nothing. Thank you.
I
Grow
saw
up,
some
all
CGI.
right? Grow up. We all have them. Not that
Not
good,
like
but
that.
some of us have different ones, all right? All right. Anyway,
see what they're
what
gonna
were we
start coming to the
talking
show
about?
for,
I-
Chris.
Yeah, really. Whole other
We already got
crowd.
the spammers.
Whatever works.
You gotta roll that again, Chris. I feel like I missed something.
Subscribe for more.
Let's see here.
So you feel like you missed something?
Yeah, you should totally play that again.
We'll examine that later after the show just to make sure we had all the details right. Mark Hamill shows up in the movie. Where he's like,
I thought it was Mark Hamill too.
I got off Star Wars, and now I'm here for some
God.
fish.
I'm still all bruised from Jabba's palace.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his hair, straight up Mark Hamill. He kind of looks like him
He
in his
sounded
face.
like
Yeah.
him
A little
too.
bit, too.
I had to look it up because I thought it was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And that's
And he
that's
gets,
Doug McClure's brother. I thought that
blown
was
up.
his son.
that's
I
the
thought it was
problem.
Doug
It's
McClure's
so
only 45.
confusing. It's so confusing because he
He's
looks
not
so
60.
old, yet his kid is like a baby, like a year-old,
Yeah.
and then like this guy's supposed to be his
Yeah, I
brother.
thought that was like his teenage son.
He looks
He
like a
was
teenager.
fishing with him.
But here's the thing. I don't know, Scott. I mean, I'm seeing people from high school and like parents that are my age, and a lot of them are like gray as shit. I'm like, damn, dude, you look like you're 55.
Guys,
Oh,
I was
wow.
on
Children will do that to you.
Yeah, it really does.
I was filming the short film this weekend and some actors, and I was like, man, how old are you guys? And they're like 30, 32. I'm like, oh, okay. And they're like, how old are you? I'm like, well, how old do you think I am? They're like, I don't know, 30, 32. I was like,
I'm 27, bitch.
Hey, Chris, what if they said 63? What would you have done then?
I would have fucking,
Oh.
I would have
I
been,
don't know.
I would've
Your
actually-
your late 50s.
I would have been sad. I would have been very
Start
sad.
drinking and smoking.
know what a
right?
Jay under
Chris, you remind me of
75.
a young Doug McClure.
So they end up because the guy who lost his head from Twilight Zone, I don't remember his name. This is
Vic
very
Morrow.
rude. Vic Morrow wants to build a cannery, and it sounds like a fucking Simpsons episode or something when you describe it like this.
Monorail.
But the Native
Yes,
American
cannery.
guy is going to make this lawsuit come to be because he doesn't want the land to be touched and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
Which could have made
So-
a very interesting movie.
it could have been
Right.
this interesting thing. And then you have like the echo horror kind of element of like, oh, we manipulated fish and this is
Echo,
we're
echo,
reaping our hubris, all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
But then they're like, I don't know, we just got some fucking fish eating people. I've been pretty
Oh,
rich and we don't need to
right.
explain any of this shit. And I was like, that's true. That is true. We don't need to tie this knot at all together. Nope.
And what if we stole some things from Aliens and put them in the movie?
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff like that.
And can her top come off too?
Well, is that top like secured completely, or can that just be removed? Yeah, we'll
Get some special effects artists in there
What-
to figure out how to get the tops off.
What did you guys think?
There, oh.
Hers like just
Chris,
disappeared.
Whoa.
This is ridiculous. we did not talk about the opening of this movie and how amazing that was. Like,
Why
I'm
did
kinda
the
shocked
boat
by it.
explode? Can someone tell me?
Gasoline and a flare
Gas. Spilled
Oh,
gas
a fla-
all over the
there was
place.
a flare
and-
gun?
gun. Yeah, that's what he was
Yeah.
loading to come help. I don't know why he thought he was
stranded.
Yeah.
The kid died.
Oh, because his
Monster.
dad's a
Monster.
doctor.
That's so cool.
Humanoids
Do you
ready.
think this is like a playoff of like Aliens popularity that came out a year before, and they're like, well, single name, we have a few sequences from Alien in this sort of.
that title sequence
Oh,
is
It
different.
was
the
more like
endings.
I think
Like
it's more
Rosie's
a
monster at the end,
Jaws ripoff type
Yeah,
of
that's
thing.
true, too.
And
That's
just
true.
adding the monster
Creature of the
into
Black
it.
Lagoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Now, what were
Because
you
even the
saying?
opening credits are exactly ripped off from the opening credits of Jaws. And the music sounds very similar too.
I felt so bad for that kid on that boat. He's just trying to read his comic book, and his dad is being
his
such
dad's
a
just
dick to
yelling
him.
at him
Right?
the whole
Well,
time.
he's
Fill it
supposed
up
to
with
be.
Can't believe you
gasoline.
didn't fill it with gas.
What am I
He's a-
feeding you for?
I mean, he's
Kid don't
supposed
have
to be
to
helping
do
out. If
it
you're not
all
going to
here.
help out on the boat, then get off
Get
the
the
fucking
fuck off the boat.
Dude, the kids should be in school, not on a fucking fishing
Not
boat.
back there. If you wanted to get, if you wanted to have a life, you had to be on the sea.
It's
AJ.
probably Saturday.
That's right. That's how you get the deadliest catch, Chris.
Yeah, you gotta get those deadly catches.
It was deadly.
It
so
was.
at some point, like though, Victor Morrow up there, I got it. Don't you worry. He's like, let's go murder some folk. Like
Right.
that's what his
Yeah.
plan is to
Yeah.
combat this lawsuit.
Yeah,
heading his
he's like,
way.
we can't go through the courts because it'll take like 2 years.
Yeah.
We don't have the time for that. So let's
we
just
gotta
go
kill 'em.
murder
Let's
them.
just get rid of them.
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, like, okay, he was already, like, racist and just a dick and, like, all this shit earlier.
yeah.
And now he's, like, trying to murder the dude. So, like, he's just
Next
no
level.
good qualities, right?
Right?
Evil
Yeah.
businessman, right?
And that's fine. You need an antagonist. You have a villain. So it's like, okay, cool. He's going to get his comeuppance by the alien, or the, not alien, but fish creatures later on.
Right.
But instead, they like play him off as like a hero, and the Native American guy saves him.
Yeah. Because he's above it, Chris.
Yeah.
He's above it.
See, because he looks at him there and he's like, oh no, he's not going to
bullshit.
save me. But then he does.
How did that Molotov cocktail completely blow up the Native American guy's like entire cabin?
His cabin is filled with gasoline.
Yeah.
Or gas.
he's
Maybe
just
they
full
were
of farts.
farting
He
in
farts.
there.
Oh, he jars.
It is a swamp.
He jars
right?
his
A
farts
swamp area is going to be like.
Bringing it back around. All right.
They
jars
hit a
his farts.
natural methane.
I like all these
pocket.
scenes too where people are being attacked for so long and no one sees anything. Like this guy's literally in the water and then he throws his axe later. It's just like, dude, you didn't hear him screaming for his life behind you for 15
No.
minutes?
Well, this is definitely one of
Speaking
those movies like that.
screaming, though,
Oh,
did anyone else notice that they looped the same like 8 seconds of screams the entire carnival
Yeah, there
sequence?
was a lot of that.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that it was exactly
women scream?
over.
Yeah, I wrote
Yeah.
that down. It was awful. They looped it. It was driving me fucking nuts. I was like, dude, like, come on.
At least like play it backwards once or something.
Although that scene, the final scene was pretty unbelievably amazing. Like
The
it went
epilogue or
on
the battle
and
at the,
on.
house?
The battle that never ended. The lighting of gasoline on the water, which I'm not sure would really work.
What
that
was the
way.
strategy there?
I have no idea.
No, because then it was just this like little pockets of fire
burn
that
the
didn't really
boats.
do anything.
Burn the
Actually, that was
boats.
kind of realistic because you'd be like, "Yeah, I know what we'll do," and it doesn't fucking work. And you're
Well,
like,
I feel
"Fuck!"
like yeah, that's
what?
exactly what some stupid fisherman would do, right?
I was expecting some joke about fish fry or something.
These fish
Oh,
are
man.
okay. So are these fish or are these mammals?
They're
Yes.
They're
not mammals.
interspecies.
So
They're,
ca-
they're humanoid
They've
fish.
evolved fish.
Evolved.
How did that happen?
Well, she said they
Because of
went
the
through
hormones
5
and stuff.
evolutionary
DNA 5.
Yeah, did you watch the
states.
film?
He didn't
Well,
watch it.
okay. I'm going to speak scientifically to you right now. So perk up.
God, everyone, watch out! Here we go.
All right. If I am
What was that?
Spiv, was that your wiener? What happened there?
He told me to perk up.
Okay. Here's the deal. If a human mates with a human, they produce a new human, and they, do
Most
that
times.
a billion times over millions of years. Some changes will occur based on wherever you're living and
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Evolution, man.
Random
evolution.
mutation. Yep.
That's what they call it. So
It's evolution,
I
baby.
get that it's this prehistoric fish that ate the salmon that caused it to evolve very quickly. So it's just
Yeah.
going to become a super version evolved of that fish. At no point was a human introduced until it started raping everybody. But that's
Yeah.
She
during the
explains
movie,
it
not
in your
before
scene
that.
Without audio,
Wow.
So how
they're driven to
So
mate
do
with man
these-
to further
these-
their evolution.
they want to further? So do these fish people? They can breathe on land
Yes.
and underwater.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
why
Yeah.
not?
Because she
But they
talks
only
about
come out
their
of the daytime or the nighttime.
yeah, because they're trying. She's like they're trying to evolve into amphibians instead of just fish. It's like in between a fish and an amphibian.
Yeah.
So they
You
have
just
gills.
create a cool underwater fucking Atlantic City like they do over in New Jersey, but
I
underwater.
didn't create DNA 5. It's all
Yeah.
the DNA.
You never
5.
create DNA 5, Lindsay.
You need
God damn
DNA
it.
6 for that, Chris.
Yep.
And then you get the movie Atlantis.
Oh God, where it all went wrong, Spiv.
There was some
was good.
procreation in that.
So much
So-
paper mache.
It all, and I actually am happy that we get the explanation of like, okay, yeah, they're raping everybody, we got that, but like, I wanted to see the baby, right?
I was surprised we're gonna get that.
and I was
scene.
like,
They
they're gonna
did show
forget
the
about
baby.
this,
because that just
They
threw it
did
over the
show
top.
the
coming,
baby.
yeah. We knew that
and
was
you
coming.
get that shit.
Slurps.
Oh man, look at that.
When they found her in the
see her
seaweed,
eyes?
it looked very much aliens.
It's very alien.
That's. I stood up and started applauding the screen at that point. I was just like, yes, we went there. We went all the way.
But why is the scientist lady delivering the baby? Like scientists
not?
are just doctors now too.
Because in
her?
this scene she wasn't, and then they cut her in.
I didn't think it was the same person.
I didn't think it was either.
Yeah, I didn't realize
It was totally the same lady, wasn't it?
No.
Right there.
Their eyes.
That's her.
Well, maybe she's assisting or
Well,
something.
yeah, I think she's there for support.
I
See,
don't
back
think she's
then,
gonna
the
make it.
men didn't go to the birthing. Although the man in this
No,
case
the
is
fish
dead.
man's sitting out in the waiting room smoking a cigar.
Right?
It's a boy.
Gonna be your father.
We're gonna go on your honeymoon.
All right.
Yeah, the Caribbean.
That's all I got. I don't even know what a cannery is. I feel like they just put stuff in cans. Is that what the
Yeah,
cannery
it's
is?
an
Yes,
operation.
that is what
The streamline.
they take the fish and they put it in a can.
It's
Well, that makes
corporations
100%
coming in
sense.
and ruining your lives.
What they needed was a Walmart, but they just couldn't.
Oh,
get
do you
it.
think that they have
Well,
like
they
this?
probably have
They
one
have
right
like
now.
calisthenics in the morning, and they get this like motivational speeches, like "There's no cant in a cannery." Like it's got to be the most fucking terrible place to work ever.
Can do cannery.
You can't. There ain't no cant here. This cannery.
This guy
he-
creeping.
He's so sneaky.
Why is he
Is he wearing a yarmulke?
Yeah,
He is, isn't
it's
he?
the tiniest hat.
It's a stealth
ever.
yarmulke.
Stealthy.
Jesus.
Happy Hanukkah.
All right. Anything else with the anything else with the humanoids from the deep?
Oh man.
Let's see
I
here.
think that's it. There were some pretty nice explosions, though. They didn't
Yeah,
skip
they
over
were.
Yeah,
explosions.
good explosions.
Oh yeah, that car crash. That
Yeah.
was fun.
I liked how
That was
they had the liked how they had the wife kill the creature at the end instead of having the guy come and save her.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
True.
It's pretty rare for the 80s.
It just felt like
Yeah.
it ended like the story didn't resolve. It just kind of
Yeah.
No, they
No,
killed all the
it
fish.
just ended after that battle sequence. What else are you gonna do?
Well, you
Put
can't.
in the
help
It's
that.
like two towers.
But-
You get the Battle of Helm's Deep, and that's over.
It's just, I couldn't imagine being one of the people in the film, especially the actress that played the wife, because she refused to do a nude scene, so they went back and hired a double to do the shower
shower?
scene, who had much bigger boobs than the actual
I
actress.
was thinking that too when I saw that. I was like, wait, who is that?
So she was like,
thinking-
right?
I was like, this might be the most tasteful shower scene we've seen yet this year.
That sounds like a
true.
BMNE category.
Very
I
true.
have-
didn't even pick up it was the wife. I thought it was some random lady.
Oh, guys. Wait, is this the original one? Hold on.
I don't know what that's from.
What was that?
so
So
long
it's
ago.
in the movie Hybrid. we
Oh, you
watched
weren't- you
at the
weren't on
beginning
that
of the
day.
year or something like that, or maybe
It was
last year.
I think.
Yeah.
There was this like very softcore pornography shower scene, so we had to zoom in
Well, it
because
was
it had
dusty,
cool.
and they were in the desert, and then they found a shower.
thirsty
And it had
Wasteland.
cool Metroid music.
Yeah.
That was a weird movie. Remember that
Yeah,
vehicle
you
we
were
drove
there.
around in?
You were like
Yeah, that was my
recording.
first movie back, I think.
Yeah, you were recording from like a cell phone outside in a farm or some shit because you could barely hear you. Yeah,
He was taking a
Jesus.
shower while recording. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like last December. Yeah.
yeah. Last December.
Last December.
Anyways, anything else, or can we move on? Okay. Does anyone have any alternate titles?
Nope.
Oh man.
I have.
Boobanoids from the deep.
I had boobanoids that like to peep. And then racists from the deep south. And then
They're from the north.
fish fuckers. That's it. No, I don't have
Sean's got a pretty good one. Sean's
is
is
it?
pretty good.
That's his-
Cannery
What?
Ho.
Cannery Ho.
Nice.
That's good.
All right. Okay. Spiv, would you recommend the humanoids from the deep?
Do we do this part now? Yeah, I think I would. It was fun, and I agree. Like that. Yeah, there was assaults, but it was the sea creatures doing it, so it was, made it a little better. Not like a Death Stalker. So definitely recommend this one.
Okay. Spiv's okay with all the rape. Okay, we got that.
You shouldn't have given the thumbs up, man. You took it too far.
Lindsay.
Yes, definitely. This would be a fun B movie to watch with a group of people.
AJ.
Yeah, I recommend it. It was fun. It brought back like old monster movie memories. It was fun. It was silly, absurd, over the top, great gore. Why not watch it?
Rebecca.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun.
Aaron.
I really enjoyed this. I got nothing else to add. Everybody else has pretty much hit the nail on the head.
Yep. It's fun. It's casual. Casual viewing experience is a good time.
Clothing
Not
option.
very deep for a movie about underwater sea creatures, I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. Let's move on. Time to play a game.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of complete, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly implicit. Shall we play?
Oh, shit. That's a sad fish.
Flop
for
fish.
seafood.
All right, so this game is all about sea creatures and sea creature facts.
Cool.
Where do lobsters pee from? Is it from their tails, their claws, their face, or their antennas?
Their face.
Their
Lobster, you
face.
got a magnet.
Yeah, the face.
They got dick face?
I think their face, yeah.
How do they pee from their face?
They go.
I'm going to say antenna. They drip them out. It's like straws. But for pee. Pee straws.
Like a WD-40, you know.
Just put some
It
lobster
is
piss in there.
Oh, look at that
from
shot.
their little faces.
That's what the
No.
creature should have looked like.
And that's how they communicate through their pee.
I peed.
What happens when a male what happens to a male octopus after it mates? Does it lose its memory? Does it die? Does it turn into a female octopus, or does it lose a tentacle?
It dies.
No, it loses a tentacle all of
It
it.
dies.
I'll say
I think
it loses its memory.
Memory.
Yeah, lots of animals
Wow.
die after they mate. So I'm
dies.
going with turns into female. Go out on the limb.
It loses its memories.
Really?
Yeah, that's such
Yeah.
an
Like,
excuse.
memory?
You know, the male
Oh, I don't
octopus
know
comes
what
home after a late night. I don't know
This
what
is not-
happened. I
This
can't
is not my
remember
beautiful house.
I never
anything.
met this woman.
Who are
This is
you?
not my beautiful
I
wife.
don't remember any of it.
How did I get here?
I remember buying these boots.
Which weighs more, an elephant or a blue whale's tongue?
Blue whale's tongue.
The tongue.
Since you're asking, the tongue.
Yeah, because it's underwater, so weight doesn't really count.
I mean, blue whales are massive
They are
Huge.
big.
creatures. They're like bigger than ships, some of them, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is an elephant weighs less than a blue whale's tongue.
Is that whale gonna
Yeah.
eat the elephant?
I saw Pinocchio. I know how big those whales get.
Yeah, you can live in that fucking thing. There's even a table in that bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, look, this guy's back with all of his naked wishes coming through in chat.
I
think he-
Why
he's
did
been
it
a
keep
fan for a
saying
while.
yes?
Yay.
Maybe it's because of all the nudity Chris
They've
keeps
seen-
splicing through the filters.
They've seen Last of the Mohicans, Lindsay. They will find us.
Great movie.
Scorpion fish
Ooh,
eggs
back
take
in.
how long to hatch? 2 days, 30 days, 300 days, or 1,500 days?
Either a little or a lot. I'll say 1,500.
1,500.
I'm saying 2 days.
2 days. Yeah.
Or 300.
2 days.
2 days?
There you
Wow.
go.
Bam.
That's some quick turnaround.
Yeah, she lays them, the male fertilizes them, and 2 days later, boop, lots of little fishies.
I bet you could observe evolution in them.
Yeah, really. What happens to the male flabby whalefish when it reaches adulthood?
Starts a podcast.
Does it grow legs? Does it lose its mouth?
a
Does
weird
it change
looking
color? Or does it grow an extra set of fins?
I'm gonna
feel
say
like
it changes
fans.
color.
Looking at that picture, I'm gonna say.
Looks like it's growing some
grows
legs.
It's going to lose its mouth.
It loses its mouth.
Huh.
So its mouth seals off, and its stomach and its esophagus go away, and its liver gets huge, and then it just lives off of its liver for the rest of its
It
life.
lives off its
We gotta figure that
Crazy.
tech out right,
Right?
there.
How does
Do
that
I have a liver, or
Liver?
how many livers do you have? Just one?
work?
Just
Yeah.
fun.
Just one.
But how does it? How does that work?
I
That
don't
makes
know.
no sense.
But
all
doesn't your
science,
liver
Does it,
doesn't
like,
your liver
cannibalize its own
regrow?
liver?
Like if you do a liver, you
Yeah.
can donate
Yeah.
part of your liver, but
Yeah.
it'll
Yep.
go back.
Yep.
Famous.
Weird.
What is a group of jellyfish called? Is it a bind, a fluther, a smack, or a bale?
Leather.
Ooh.
I hope it's a
cool word.
smack.
I think it's a bind.
We got ourselves a fluther of jellyfish over here.
They go around, they go.
It's true, Spiv. That's the sound.
Yeah.
It is both a fluther or a smack.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Noises they make when they run into each other, right?
Smack your fish up.
What % of white sand is produced by the parrotfish?
100.
All of it. All of it. That's where white sand comes
Wait,
from,
how
right?
does it produce sand?
Yes,
Does
all,
it shit out sand?
white sand is parrotfish poop.
Yeah.
I learned
Really?
that on
I've been eating that.
PBS.
I
All of
play
it.
croquet out there.
Croquet.
It is 85%. It is parrotfish poop. There it is. They eat the coral
so
and
it's
then.
because okay. Yeah. Doesn't digest.
Dig it up and you drop on our beaches, right?
Beep boop beep boop bop. That's all
Chris
I
is a
heard.
robot. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened there?
I'm not a
Chris.
robot.
Oh, you're
You
back.
were a
You are,
robot.
Big time. You're
Oh, look.
roboting right now.
There's like a
StreamYard's saying it's
delay.
got
There it goes.
Yeah.
Lindsay was looking like an 8-bit character.
connection stabling out. Oh, guys, this connection stabling out from StreamYard. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. We're so deep. Yeah, we're too deep, Rebecca. We gotta take this submarine back up.
There we go.
Oh, I got the pens.
Oh shit. All right, that was a fun game.
That's cool.
We learned a lot
That
about
was
the
fun.
sea,
There you go.
and
Scary place, isn't it?
It is.
very scary place.
I'm playing that
But now,
Subnautica game. Do you know what?
Oh, man.
which one? The original or the freeze
The
one?
original.
Okay, the original one's a lot
Yeah,
better. Play the
that's-
original.
Yeah.
Stressful.
Did you get to a Leviathan?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I found the alien tech.
Right.
Alien
You
base.
found nothing. All right, guys. This is not bedtime.
Sorry.
Everyone's so tired up in here.
yeah,
Like
he's
it's,
always
like
so
it's
tired.
Monday night or some shit.
Yeah. All right. It's time to move on. Do some emails. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Casper Van Dien saving the day in Maiden Voyage. Ocean Hijack.
Set sail for
You
fun.
hijack my jack?
Sean Cavender. The movie in which the stuntman died jumping off the cliff was indeed the Shooting Sword movie.
Oh,
the
wow,
Sword
okay.
and the Sorcerer.
That's right.
I don't remember which one that is.
Yeah, that's the one that has that crazy gun that shoots like a crossbow
It's a
or whatever.
sword gun,
Is it
man.
the one that
Oh,
shoots
and all
the
the
swords?
repeating footage going.
That wasn't too bad. Of a
No,
film.
that's not that
Yeah,
one.
No,
that's-
that was a
cool.
different one. That's
That's the sword.
Hawk the
and
That was an
Slayer.
Italian
Hawk
one.
the Slayer, the one with all the disco.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Hawk the Slayer.
Hawk
That's
the
a
Slayer had
different
the
Yeah.
best soundtrack.
That's the
yeah.
repeating.
That was
thing.
awesome.
We were out with one of our friends over the weekend, and his favorite fantasy movie from the 80s is Hawk the Slayer.
Oh, wow.
Seriously?
He had this whole story of like his friend found a VHS copy at Borders, and it was
I've
amazing.
got it.
There you go.
It's on
So
the shelf.
I found my soul.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's totally awesome.
It's not great. Swift liked it because it was disco.
It was pretty cool. The music was pretty cool.
It was
too.
pretty fun. Yeah, so Sharon actually liked the movie last week, but he does have a soft spot for Die Hard ripoffs like Demolition High, Sudden Death, classic Van Damme there, and Anna Nicole Smith's Skyscraper.
Classic.
Oh, man. Brings back memories.
What a great film. I'd watch
Joe
that
McDonald.
again.
We should watch that again. It's been
Yeah.
We should.
I've never seen it. I have
shit.
Yeah, we gotta watch it then.
It's just gonna be the same
to.
shit. It's gonna be about Anna Nicole Smith's boobs and why she wants a baby. That's the only thing that's talked about.
She flies a helicopter in that one, right?
Does she, Spiff? Does she?
Or is that the one with the dam?
No, it's the
We
one with
watched
the
two
sky.
of them.
It's called Skyscraper, Spiff. It's called Skyscraper.
That's true, yeah. All that office
You're
paper
thinking of
goes
To the
flying.
Limit, which is just about Anna Nicole Smith and her boobs in the shower.
The limit. What?
There was a lot of shower scenes in that one.
It's the one she just masturbates the whole movie. It's
Yeah.
like, stop jerking off so much, Anna Nicole. And then she throws a CD in a guy's head at the dam. It's pretty sweet. You're like, God damn.
That's back when we watched good movies.
Yeah, it's true.
What else here? Joe McDonald loved AJ's energy for the premise hold.
God, AJ.
Oh, thank you.
So
I
good.
brought
It
it.
was pretty
Such nice
good.
energy, AJ.
Yeah.
Good
That's what I
energy.
do. I bring it.
Yeah. When you're not dooming, you're blooming.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. Taylor Ann has an alternate title for Maiden Voyage. Ocean's 15 on a boat.
works.
I mean, I still want to see Speed 2 Cruise Control.
That's a good. It
I've
has its
never seen
moments.
that one either.
Still
You should
wanna
watch
see
it for
that.
the show.
There's that classic
It's
scene where the boat goes through the
horrible.
dock. It's great.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's got Willem
Willem
Dafoe.
Dafoe as the bad guy.
Oh shit!
Right,
Really?
it's my
I know it's got
evil
Jason
twin. Yeah.
Patrick though. I'm like Jason.
Yeah, he kind
Yeah.
of sucks.
Really?
But
Sandra
that's
Bullock's in
Bullock.
it though, right?
I think they brought
Yeah.
it back. Yeah.
Why did Keanu not want that money, man?
Because he knew it was going to be stupid.
He doesn't. He
I
doesn't
mean,
really.
have you seen
He's
half
not
of his
in
movies?
bad.
It's called Speed, and it takes place on a slow-moving cruise ship.
So you want to do a Bill and Ted movie, but 30 years after the original?
I didn't see it.
It wasn't that bad, actually. But, and finally, Lino, which I believe is a new fan of ours. At least the name is new the last couple weeks here. But well, anyways, he says make sure you get the original version of Humanoids if you're
Good
going
point,
to watch
Smith.
it. Good point. And totally unrelated to his pick not coming up on the wheel, Spiv is the backbone of BMN.
What does that mean?
Did you just write that in yourself?
I think Spiv is actually Lino.
Lino is Einhorn. Einhorn
I've
is
never seen them in the same place.
Spiv. How's that make you feel? Knowing
Spiv
you're the
does like
backbone.
bones.
Well, I already knew that, so it's good to see confirmation.
You know what I wanted to talk about with this movie, though? I wanted to talk about fishing in general. Have you guys done fishing?
A little bit.
Sure.
It's a,
When I
it's
was
a
a
deeply,
kid,
Ever?
in this movie, it's like a deeply sexual act that makes me uncomfortable. What? Like the way these men
You wanna
are like the way they frame this whole thing. It's very. Do you not? Did no one else see this?
Maybe they're trying to
No.
make an allegory about how, it's like raping Mother Earth. You're taking her.
It's like
Jesus,
Brokeback
that
Mountain
got
in the
deep.
water.
Oh my God, Lindsay. It's not this kind of show.
I'm wondering,
Oh my.
what kind of
can't
connection are
believe
you trying to
went-
make?
I
You're
don't
trying
know.
to
I
make
was
fishing
talking about
sexual.
Jesus.
I just thought the
Chris gets turned
70-year-old
on
man
by
cranking
nets.
it to get that big old fish up was a little sexual, is all I'm saying. You went real.
I was trying to connect dots for you, and
This is
I
a
guess
family
I
show,
failed.
is my point. It's a family show, okay? Dots connected. When I connected those dots, it was a very inappropriate picture. That's what it was. So we have a disappointing thing. We have no wheel tonight.
What?
I don't know what happened to the wheel.
Well, the
We're
wheel's
watching
taking a
the-
break.
We already know what
Can
we're
we
watching.
spin it anyway?
Right.
Do you want to spin anyway just for fun?
No.
For
Just,
fun.
yeah, just have like 5 silent nights.
Do a
all night.
wheel with one movie on it and just spin it.
Nah, that would be too much work. I'd have to
You have to
unclick
uncheck
those
some
ones.
things.
Yeah.
What are we
and then
gonna
I get
do?
confused.
Bring back
Well,
the
I think
computer
what we're
recorder
gonna
or
do is
something.
we're gonna go check out the trailer for the 2012 horror movie Silent Night.
Yes.
So let's go check out that trailer. Here we go. Oh, fuck, I forgot audio.
There's no
Okay.
sound.
Oh, God damn it.
There's this.
We're just gonna have to take this maniac down ourselves. Christmas Eve is the scariest damn night of the year.
All right,
Say that
so
like it's a
It's
bad
like
thing.
Bad Santa 3 or something.
I will put in the
Yeah.
clip for the audio listeners. They will get that delicious sound, and when it's
Lucky you.
edited, you'll get that delicious trailer sound as well. Until then, we just have to guess.
Do we get the antlers scene again?
I doubt it. Like
That's
that.
pretty
That's
Yeah,
the
that'd be
best,
fun.
one of the best
Yeah,
scenes
that was
in
a
the
good scene.
original.
Is it a straight remake or kind of inspired by?
Do they have fake
It's
bacon in it?
inspired.
So, Silent Night is a 2012 American slasher film directed by Stephen C. Miller. Blah blah blah. It's a loose remake of the 1984 Silent Night, Deadly Night, and the 6th installment in the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise.
Damn.
It is
The
about
DVD box set should just be
Of-
like a chimney.
I don't even
That would
remember
be
what
sweet.
the last one
The
was.
axe
a
coming out
vicious
of it.
killer dressed as Santa Claus hides in plain sight during a small town's annual Christmas festivities.
Spiv, the last one was the
It's
one
got
with
Malcolm
Mickey Rooney
McDowell.
and the robot.
Oh, the robot toys. He's doing his mommy. That's
I
Lindsay's
texted
scene.
you,
You
Chris,
know,
when I was
it's
at that
got
bar and they were playing it.
Oh, really? When was that?
Well, they were playing all the Silent Night, Deadly Nights, just like
Oh.
on
Donald
loop. It was
Logue in it?
awesome.
Did you guys watch Black Summer on Netflix, the zombie show?
Black
What is
Summer,
that?
Okay,
yeah.
because it's got Jamie King. She's like the lead in that show, and she's in this as well, apparently.
Black Summer?
So I don't know. I don't know if it'll be good or not. We'll find out.
We'll find out. It looks good.
That's what we're here for. So Silent Night 2012. The problem is I don't think it's really available anywhere for free. So you might have to rent it.
McDowell in it.
Might have to.
We'll
You got to play that
Jeff Bezos empire. You know.
You got to pay that Malcolm McDowell. Oh wait, actually, it might be on Tubi. I can't tell.
Someone's got to fund these rockets.
There's a page for it on Tubi, but I don't think it plays, so I don't think it is. If not, it's available on like Amazon and YouTube and all that shit to rent. So that's what we're doing next week, guys. And then the following week, we're on to the BMNE end of the year awards.
Red carpet.
Red carpet event. And if you want to participate, get on Slack, because I'll put a ballot on there, and everybody can fill it out. That'll help us when we come down to issues. We can refer to those ballots of you guys to help with discussions, because if you haven't watched one of the BMNEs before, they're interesting.
We basically all gang up on Chris.
We all argue
Force him
of
to
why
give up.
certain movies don't belong.
I know what's going to happen. We're going to be talking about Air Panic all night.
Air Panic is actually
Air
disqualified because of
why?
Well, there was
Ticker?
a streaming. Ticker doesn't count either because there was a streaming
Whatever.
error during this.
What? They both definitely
can't.
count.
Battle Truck. Those things,
Technically can't be included. What is it? Battle what? Never
Battle
Let's be
Truck,
honest.
man.
It's just going to be some action movie that's going to win.
It's always some action movie. These guys will be like, oh, Ticker.
It's because they're better.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a. Well, I guess I could do it myself, but a list
Dave
of all the movies
Carradine.
because I missed
It's gonna win an
several.
award. Best actor.
Several. Of
Witchcraft.
Got your
4.
homework.
I saw it.
I mean, Witchcraft 3 was pretty good though.
Witchcraft 3
Ninja
was
Silent
year of the year.
Assassin.
You know, year of
It might be
Witchcraft
like
3 was
the
utter
surprise
trash,
contender.
utter
that I wasn't
garbage.
expecting.
enter into the
You
year.
garbage human beings for wanting to watch more of those.
What is Moon 44? Oh,
We
Moon
really have to get
44?
awards made and actually mail them to these people. That's
Who are we
that's the
mailing
word.
what to?
The fuck are we mailing them to?
Nobody wins in anything
Yeah.
with this shit.
The
all right?
dead
Well, they
director
win.
of some 1980s film?
Yeah, we're gonna find them and send them an
Yeah.
award.
Okay. Yeah. Sean asked a really good question.
That would
I
actually
did
just
not
you
watch
watch
Faust.
Faust.
I will
Okay.
have to watch that.
You guys have
Yeah,
to
you
watch
gotta watch
Faust.
Faust.
if
I
you
missed a
haven't
few
watched
on vacations.
Oh my god, you didn't see Faust?
I didn't
Viv.
see Faust.
Viv, you
I think
have
you're
to
gonna
see
like it.
Faust.
Yeah,
I
that's
also
crazy,
didn't
man.
see some other ones.
Like half of the stuff.
Rebecca, did you see Faust?
I think so.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Yeah,
Faust.
she was there for
that one,
Faust.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you would remember.
Yeah, you'd remember. Yeah, I think you saw it.
I think it was
All
just
right.
Faust and Body Parts that I missed. Oh, and The Lawless Land. What was that?
Awful.
Oh,
Don't watch
was
it.
that
They
with
ain't winning
That's
anything.
nobody
Campbell?
cares. No.
No, that's
No, that was a
mind,
fun one.
Mind warp. The Lawless
Oh,
Land
yeah.
was like that one where they like drive around the desert for a while.
Oh yeah,
and
where
then
the
Oh,
girl was
yeah.
like the daughter of the whatever,
that was
and
fucking awful.
it was
All right?
terrible.
Yeah, that's one of
They
the
had that
worst
cool
movies.
song.
All right.
Well, I gotta
There you
watch
go.
it now.
All right.
The Lawless
Enjoy.
Land.
So a lot
Oh
going
yeah,
on.
that was rough. That was rough.
A lot going on. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, go to iTunes, leave us a review. That helps us out. Chartable constantly emails me every Monday before we start the podcast to tell us how low we continue to fall on the iTunes charts. Which is always like a really
That's
great
great.
thing to pump
Highly
up.
Nice and
motivational.
uplifting.
We're
Is
like,
it,
well,
is it like just iTunes listeners?
We're like top 40 at one point.
yeah, I
weren't
don't
we?
know why it's only.
We're at the
I think it's-
top.
It's a worthless statistic.
It's some it's some other stuff. I just choose to ignore it because we're so low at everything. Like that's just I don't need that energy, Spiff. You know.
Tubi has all the Silent Night Deadly Nights except for the remake.
I know it's annoying, but if you go on to iTunes and leave us a review, that'll help out the show, and we can
Yeah.
And our rating
help
will
us,
go back
help
up.
us regain control
yeah.
of the
So,
situation.
Tell
There's
us
that.
what you feel about Evanescence, right?
You want to get on that Patreon wheel? Sign up for the Patreon at
sign up.
patreon.com/badmovienightshow. You get access to the Slack.
So
Get
cool.
access to the pre-show. We're recording some new Battlefield Earths.
Yeah, that's the plan.
You're going to get access to the Patreon wheel and the movie watch along, which we just did a movie watch along on Friday and watched the Dan Haggerty classic Elves, which was a great time.
Great.
Yep.
And that replay should still be up, I believe. You should be able to watch it. So sign up, patreon.com/badmovienightshow. That's it for this week, guys. Next week, we are watching the 2012 horror movie Silent Night. Somebody just ruined the show by dropping something. God damn. And that's it. We will catch you next week. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. 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 We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.